more of the Today Show with Later Today, coming in September.
By the time you reach your 70s, most of you will lose 30% or more of your muscle tissue. Whether you're 49 or 82 like me, you can improve your strength, bone density, circulation, and flexibility if you exercise correctly. Get expert advice about your specific needs at Hess Fitness Products. You'll get results faster and more safely using Hess quality home equipment. Believe me, it's never too late to start.
It's the Mattress Firm's 4th of July sale going on now. You'll find coupon savings up to $200 on selected Sealy mattresses. Twin Sealy mattresses from $38. Sealy Posturepedic starting at only $97. And the premium Sealy Posturepedic Queen Set was $7.99, now only $5.99. So call the number on your screen for the Mattress Firm nearest you and find guaranteed lower prices, free 6 months financing, and free delivery this weekend at the Mattress Firm.
There's a minute in each morning where the day is fresh and brand new. A minute where the sun shines bright. And everything is so ripe and full of possibility, you can't wait to squeeze the most out of the day. That minute was made for Minute Maid. New Home Squeezed. Full of ripe, juicy bits bursting with the taste of morning itself. New Minute Maid Home Squeeze style. Squeeze the day.
This weekend, make the best buys at better prices at the Trade Center. From this jeweler to that jeweler. From pretty things to lacy things. From cool cups to cool things. From toys, and more toys. From pretty rocks to clocks. From handmade to machine-made. From loud things to not so loud things. From this vendor to that vendor. And many more vendors with the best prices at the Trade Center. 2833 SPID. Open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 9 till 7. And as always, new vendors are always welcome to join the largest indoor market in South Texas. The Trade Center.
We're South Texas proud. We're 6. South Texas' #1 choice for news. This is 6 News at noon.
Good Friday afternoon, and thanks for joining us this noon. I'm Lorette Winters, filling in for Cheryl Alexander.
We have a busy radar. Let's get right to it. You can see all across the upper Texas coast into Louisiana, tremendous amount of rainfall falling right now, slowly. This is our saving grace here. Notice the wind speed. These are steady wind speeds, and you see where Corpus Christi is, 22 miles an hour. So our surface winds are the fastest here out of any other place across the state right now. That is directly tying into the fact that we're not seeing the rain showers develop right over top of the city. That will change as these winds slow down later on today, and we are anticipating thunderstorms, which could produce some locally heavy rainfall. So we'll talk more about this in our forecast in just a few minutes.
All right, thanks, Kurt. Topping the news this noon, Corpus Christi Police Chief Pete Alvarez today unveiled 6 proposed locations for the first new combined police substation and juvenile truancy and curfew assessment center. Chief Alvarez and others presented Crime Control and Prevention District board members their ideas just minutes ago. The plan presented outlines areas where the new facility could be built. All of the recommended locations are in the area between Highway 286, Highway 358, Bear Lane, and Horn Road. The preferred location is at 3902 Greenwood near the Health Department and the Greenwood Senior Center. Chief Alvarez says construction on the facility could take anywhere from 12 to 18 months. This first facility would be the only one that would combine a police substation with a truancy center. There were some frightening moments for patrons of a Corpus Christi nightclub this morning. About 850 people were evacuated from Club 54 in Parkdale Plaza when the building began filling with smoke. It happened just after 1 this morning. Firefighters didn't find any flames when they arrived. They say the fire scare was caused by a short in the circuit breaker box. There were no injuries. A 62-year-old man is hospitalized this morning after he's involved in an early morning rollover accident. Police say the man lost control of his truck as he rounded a curve on Laguna Shores near SPID. The driver overcorrected and caused his truck to roll over 7 times. Incredibly, his injuries are described as non-life-threatening. In other news, the FBI has released new pictures of serial killer suspect Rafael Resendez Ramirez. The FBI hopes these new images will generate more tips that could lead to the capture of Resendez Ramirez. He's wanted for 8 murders, including 5 in Texas. An FBI task force tip line has received nearly 1,200 calls of reported sightings. Most of those sightings, like one investigated by Corpus Christi police this morning, have turned out to be false alarms. The last confirmed sighting of Ramirez Resendez was in Louisville, Kentucky, a week ago. President Clinton is turning his attention to domestic issues today. This afternoon, he's expected to issue a call to the GOP Congress to set politics aside and join him on what he's calling a summer-long season of progress. Jim Hanchett has the story.
As the conflict over Kosovo winds down, President Clinton is returning his attention to a more familiar opponent, the Republican-led Congress. It is his focus at a speech this morning and a news conference this afternoon.
There will be plenty of time for politics in the year and a half ahead, but this summer must be a season of progress.
The president says Congress still has time to adopt his agenda of Social Security reform, gun control, and a Bill of Rights for managed care patients. At a Capitol Hill rally this morning, House Republicans emphasized their own agenda, tax cuts.
Is it fair to tax people when they want to save their children's education? No. Is it fair to tax people when they die? No. Mr. President, join with us to restore fairness to the tax code.
While the White House and Republican congressional leaders haven't written off the possibility of action on all of those issues, both parties are also aware that inaction could give them a hot issue for next year's election. Jim Hanchett, NBC News, Washington.
The president kicks off a tour of poverty-stricken areas around the country on July 5th. Coming up on 6 News at noon, we'll tell you what you should look for when shopping for sunglasses. And Wall Street tries to recover some of the ground it lost this week. Stockbroker Miranda Weber will have more on that when we come back.
And the showers that were well to the north, as we looked at radar earlier this morning, are slowly beginning to filter down to us, and that could lead to some problems. We'll talk about it in just a little bit.
A Rude central air conditioner is built so well, it might just last you till the next ice age. Heck, a Rude air conditioner cools so well, it might even cause the next ice age.
Call Sam Scott with Associated HVAC, specializing in residential new construction and service.
Feast your eyes on a true Texas treasure. Authentic pit smoked brisket, rubbed with a special blend of spices, marinated, then slow smoked over real hickory for 18 hours. For a brisket that's melted in your mouth moist and tender. Where can you find this savory, juicy, authentic Texas brisket? H-E-B. Just heat it for about an hour and enjoy any day of the week. Fully cooked Texas hickory or mesquite pit smoked brisket. A Texas original. Only from H-E-B.
This is it, the final days of Texan Hat's Quitting Business Sale. The doors will close forever on Wednesday, June 30th. This is your last chance to take advantage of the lowest prices ever seen at Texan Hats. Final markdowns on every single item in the store has been made. So hurry in now for the best selection. Texan Hats will close their doors forever on Wednesday, June 30th, and the tremendous savings will be gone forever. So stock up now while you can at tremendous savings. Their loss is your gain at Texan Hats, main entrance, Padre Staples Mall.
Imagine tiling a room in your house for $10 a month. With Alfredo's Tiles Easy Pay in-house credit, it's simple, even without perfect credit. Start with the dining room, then the kitchen. How about a beautiful tiled bathroom? And the kids' room with tile cleanups are simple. Beautiful tile installed by Alfredo's for $10 a month. Alfredo's Easy Pay. Tiny monthly payments, no banks, and you don't even need perfect credit. Alfredo's Tile and Easy Pay in-house financing.
The Dow moved back up for the first time this week after dropping 4 straight sessions. It gained as much as 100 points this morning. The jump comes on the heels of a Commerce Department report that says the U.S. economy grew at an annual rate of 4.3% in the first 3 months of the year. Stockbroker Randall Weber joins us now.
Has it just been 4 sessions down?
That's right.
It seems more like 40,
right.
400.
Really?
It's been a long week. I think
It has,
so. I'm glad for Friday. We'll miss you when you go back to the real world on Monday. Enjoyed working with you, but excuse me, this Friday, it's also kind of the end of the quarter as we wind down to the last couple of days of June. Seeing not really much that would indicate it being the end of the quarter. Volume is light, and of course, with the Federal Reserve meeting next week, nobody really doing much of anything in terms of commitment. The bond market, which has been so detrimental to the stock market, is actually up today after reaching an oversold condition. The yield on the 30-year Treasury just over 6.1% there, somewhere in that area, as the 30-year is up today about 3/8 of a point. So looks like we will be getting into the earnings announcement season here in the next week or so. That will provide some things for the market, and we'll have the Federal Reserve next week. But right now, just not a lot happening. So let's take a look at what we do have for you here on this Friday afternoon. And you can see that Williams-Sonoma is apparently received a buyout offer. The word was it was from Starbucks. Juniper Networks goes public today, and too bad we didn't get much of this. The stock is at 100, up 66 points. And Campbell Soup says its quarter will be a little lower than expected. And Cablevision rumored to be interested in buying the New York Mets. They already own a part or some of several New York area teams.
Sounds good. Well, I hope you have a great weekend.
Thank you, you too.
Okay. Now that it's summer in South Texas, a lot of folks are thinking about investing in a pair of sunglasses. What should be your priority? Protecting your eyes or making a fashion statement? Roseanne Coletti has the story.
Sunglasses can say a lot about your personal style, so how do you choose a pair?
I pay a fortune for them, but as long as they look good, that's all that matters.
It's the ads I see or what other people are wearing usually.
Style, not for race, style.
Her yellow lenses may look pretty, but we'll tell you why they may not be the best choice for the sun a little later. For the style-conscious, sunglasses now have a smaller scale, no more big bug eyes. Also,
the other big trend is the horizontalness of a frame. Frames are now what they're calling east-west or rectangular.
For flattering frames, she says, look first at the size of your face. Small face, small glasses. Large face, larger glasses. Next, look at the shape. People with oblong faces need to cut the distance from forehead to chin. Try square frames. People with square faces can soften the shape with something like aviator glasses. If your face is round, cat eyes will give you an angle up. For triangular or heart-shaped, try round, or what some describe as a teacup shape.
It's wider on the top and sort of tapers on the bottom. So what it does is follow the natural shape of your face.
Before you get carried away by fashion, don't forget function and the reason you're buying sunglasses in the first place.
Number one, to reduce the amount of light coming into the eye that may make seeing uncomfortable. And number two, to reduce ultraviolet and in some cases infrared radiation, which can actually cause physical damage to the eye.
He says, contrary to fashion, bigger is better, and stylish tints are not always smart choices. He says gray, green, and brown are preferred for protection and visibility. He says blue can distort colors. And remember those yellow glasses? They actually enhance contrast.
So essentially they cannot be made dark enough to act as sunglasses and still give reasonable color renditions.
And pink and rose-colored lenses are really for indoor use, not bright sun. Roseanne Coletti for NBC News.
Here's one more thing to keep in mind. Children's eyes are more transparent than adults to UV radiation. They would receive more benefit from sunglasses. Coming up later in the newscast, we're going to take a look back at the 35 years in the soap opera Another World.
And so far, we've only gotten just a trace of rain here. But as we look at our rain watch totals, for the year, we've gotten over 12 inches, one of the best years as far as the production of rainfall for us here in the Coastal Bend. Your full forecast is coming up next.
Like some of the best things in life, Choice 65 is homegrown, Texas-based, Texas-owned, and Choice 65 is the only plan for Medicare eligibles that's earned the trust of Christus Spawn Health System. Choice 65 is now available in our area with added benefits at no additional cost beyond your regular Medicare premium. Learn more about Choice 65, attend a free seminar, or call 800-494-MSCH to find out about a presentation near you.
Did you know that water use can increase by 60% during the hot summer months, taking a toll on our precious water supply? Here's how you can help. It's best to water your lawn before 10 a.m. or after 6 p.m. Take shorter showers. and recycle water for use on your lawn and garden. Working together, we can beat the peak and save water. A message from your Corpus Christi Water Department.
Now at iMasters, it's our Get One for the Sun sale. You can get free prescription sunglasses when you buy another pair of glasses. Or get one pair of prescription sunglasses, frame and lenses, for just $99. It's your choice. A free pair of prescription sunglasses when you buy a regular pair. Or one pair of prescription sunglasses for just $99. Both for a short time. At iMasters. See better, look better.
Coming up next on 6 News, South Texas' most accurate weather.
At Vista Mitsubishi, our new 99 Mitsubishis are priced to move. Every new car and sport utility vehicle is on sale right now. Buy a 98 Montero Sport loaded with options for $299 per month. 99 Gallants are built to travel and priced to move for only $199 per month. Every Mitsubishi is on sale and priced to move. Vista Mitsubishi, doing whatever it takes every day.
I noticed everybody is coming up to you and asking, what's the weekend going to be like? Are my plans going to be, am I going to be able to do anything?
Well, you know, think of it is whenever we start dealing with the tropics, you deal with unpredictability, and this wave is coming, and it's producing a lot of shower activity, especially to the folks north of us. Look at this. Dennis Kingsbury is live right now, Oleander Point, and you can see the buildup of moisture in the atmosphere in the form of all these clouds. And there is rainfall starting to develop throughout numerous sections here in the coastal bend, and that will translate to more showers later on in the day today. Again, nice shot by Dennis Kingsbury, and I would recommend, Dennis, you pack that stuff up as quick as you can. Okay, here we go. National Weather Service posting flash flood watches. All the areas in the green here indicate these are areas that could see some flash flooding, so watches are posted. At this point, we don't have any warnings posted, and we're not seeing a lot of rainfall, but the rainfall is there. You can see what Dennis just got a shot of is right here, and the green area, so there's moisture in the air. Not all of it's going to make it to the ground, but once these multiple cell showers continue to develop, we'll start seeing more and more shower activity. The saving grace here has been our winds coming off the Sierra Madre, drier air. You can see how the cones that come out from these round brown rings here indicate the direction the storms are moving. So the storms are moving to the northeast rather than just moving to the north, and that's because the winds are pushing them. So as the showers develop throughout the day today, they move up into the coastal bend area and then suddenly get pushed to the northeast. But we are seeing the development here because our winds are coming down. They were running at about 22 to 25 miles an hour steady. Now they're coming down to 20 and 18 miles an hour, so showers will eventually start developing for us. Tropical wave that we watched over the last couple of days developing north of the Bay of Campeche has begun to move inland here this morning and will continue, and the further inland it goes, sure to lose a little of its energy, but it'll also swing those showers more towards the west, and that will create showers for us. You can see a lot of the energy where the winds are coming up, pushing everything into the eastern sections of Texas, where Houston and Jefferson County, they don't need any more rainfall, but they're getting it right now. Also coupled into the mix here is the fact that we have some cooler air from the west that's being driven in by an upper level low, and couple these together, boom, northeast Texas getting a tremendous amount of rainfall, anywhere from 5 to 8 inches in some locations. We can see with the infrared, the whitest clouds here are the ones that are going to produce the heaviest amount of rainfall, and that is the case throughout much of northeast Texas. Notice we're starting, though, to see some whiter clouds beginning to develop south of us. Here we go. Winds are down to 20 miles an hour, 21 in Brownsville. The winds have actually picked up earlier, just about a half an hour ago. These winds were down to about 12 miles an hour. It will be hot. Temperatures are beginning to pick up. Once those clouds move overhead and we get a couple of those showers, and it's going to cool it off. But our heat indices right now are near 105 degrees, which is the critical level. All right, our forecast then. Temperatures will continue to be warm, especially to the west, where they're not getting the cloud cover. Showers anticipated to begin here in the coastal bend anytime after noon, and our forecast map shows that cloud cover and shower activity will stay with us right throughout the day today and Saturday. Mariners, for you, scattered showers and thunderstorms, and our surf is down a little bit, but our winds have picked up. And I wouldn't be surprised if we're pulling out the flags for you Mariners come tomorrow.
All right, thanks, Kurt. If you've got talent as an artist or performer, then give the Arts and Cultural Commission a call. I'll tell you why when we come back.
If you're a Corpus Christi resident, you need information about brush pickup, and light brush in particular. Now that includes small limbs under 5 feet in length, which must be bagged or bundled, and grass clippings in either cans or bags. The city's solid waste services will work street by street every other Wednesday to remove all light brush. Now, if you have questions about light brush or to find out your pickup day, call the brush hotline at 857-1969.
Have you been wearing soft contact lenses and now have difficulty reading with them? Doctors McIntyre, Promunchin, and Garza would like to introduce you to a new option in contact lens wear, a disposable bifocal soft contact lens. With the new bifocal contacts, you won't need to wear bifocal glasses or reading glasses. And with Doctors McIntyre, Promunchin, and Garza's Guaranteed Fit program, you risk nothing to try these new bifocal contacts. For the best in family eye care, Doctors McIntyre, Promunchin, and Garza, upper level, Padre Staples Mall.
Do you long for the taste of golden brown chicken with great flavor? It's here, the new Chicken Shack on Leopard Street in Annabelle. Our unique recipe brought to this country from France in the 1920s, using a special breading formula that allows the chicken to cook, sealing in the natural juices with a golden brown crispy crust. How about those hard-to-find livers, gizzards, and fresh homemade pies? Cooked to perfection. And don't forget the onion rings, sure to please. The Chicken Shack, serving again the chicken that Corpus Christi loved for over 50 years. 10137 Leopard in Annabelle. Phone 241-WING.
The Arts and Cultural Commission is looking for artists and performers to take part in Artscapade. Participants will be allowed to set up in designated areas in downtown Corpus Christi to perform or sell their wares. Chris Barnes joins us on our new newscast to tell us about this unique program. What exactly is Artscapade all about?
Well, it's coming out of the Arts and Cultural Plan that was done several years ago. And this is a vendor program of putting artists, performers of all kinds, in somewhere in Corpus Christi. We're starting in a small area. The committee decided that as we start, and this is kind of new ground, we're going to do it in a small test area. So we're going to use the downtown area, and from William Street to Star, and from the west side of Shoreline over to Mesquite Street, we're going to place artists, performers, and give the public and the tourists a chance to see something of the arts in Corpus Christi.
Great. When we're talking artists and performers, what kind of things are we talking about?
Well, the things that come to mind, of course, is music and people who paint. But it's more than that. It could be pantomimists, it could be clowns, it could be jugglers, it could be someone who makes jewelry or pottery or takes photographs. It could even be a graphic artist. I just had someone ask me about that.
What are the rules exactly? If you want to set up, are you allowed to make money off of this? I mean, how does this work?
Yes, you can take donations if it's like a performance, or you can sell your art, a painting or what have you, a photograph. Yes, you can make money. We're going to do this under the special events program, which allows that. And so everybody's going to have a permit, a name tag that says this is who I am and what I'm doing, and they're going to have to fill out an application.
Now, how much does it cost for the applicants?
It's not going to cost them anything. What we want to do is to promote the arts, and we want to make a certain ambiance in the downtown and later in other areas of Corpus Christi, one of art and, performance.
When we're talking about the application process, what are some of the rules of the application? What are some things that you don't want and some of the things you do want?
It's pretty open. But some of the things we don't want is that we don't want anything that's lewd or crude. We don't want people to bark, which is yell and beg and get really pushy with the people to donate or to buy their wares.
Okay. Now, the deadline to apply, get the application in, is July the 2nd. Auditions, of course, if you want to sing or do anything like that, are going to be July 3rd at the Harbor Playhouse. You can call 880-3461 for more information. And hopefully this sounds really neat. I think it'll bring a lot of life to the downtown area. So
I do too, and I think that in order to We've moved the date a little bit, so people may ask about that. They can call City Hall, that's the City Hall number, and talk with me, Chris Barnes, and I'll be happy to help them with that.
All right. Thanks so much, Chris.
My pleasure.
The longest-running soap opera in the history of television airs its final chapter this afternoon. I'll tell you more about that when we come back.
I know summer fashion, and the place to find it is Padre Staples Mall. They have a great selection of the latest styles, best quality, and brand names that I trust. To me, that means value. So whether you're working, playing, or relaxing, fashion is a part of your life. So if you want to look great this summer, head to Padre Staples Mall. That's shopping like it ought to be.
Having a party, banquet, or fundraiser, leave the cooking to Robstown Meat Market and Catering. Your carefully prepared turkey, brisket, or carne asada is delivered for an incredibly low price of $1.85 per person, with rice and beans included. And if you prefer steak or other meat, call and we'll quote you a price. Enjoy your festivities and leave the food preparation to Robstown Meat Market and Catering. Robstown Meat Market and Catering, with the freshest meats and professionally catered food. Call 387-5477 and place your order today.
Are you sick and tired of hearing about the Millennium Bug? Well, so are we.
Raid!
Raid, the official killer of the Millennium Bug, kills bugs dead. It's official. The Millennium Bug is a dead issue.
Raid!
Raid! Raid, the official killer of the Millennium Bug, kills bugs dead.
The final episode of NBC's longest-running daytime drama kicks off in about an hour. After 35 years on the air, Another World wraps up its run today. Hillary Lane has more.
Thank you all. Thank you.
There were hugs and tears.
Oh my gosh.
But this time, real, not acted.
After, a couple of thousand episodes and tens of thousands of pages of dialogue, it's really come to a close.
In fact, there were 8,891 episodes over 35 years. It was a show full of firsts. The first hour-long soap opera, the first daytime drama to tackle tough issues like abortion.
Every time I have left you, whether from here or from the bakery, wherever.
And the first major roles for a handful of actors who have since become Hollywood stars.
Please, nurse, give me 50 cc's of Capitreed stack.
Yes, doctor. Sometimes you've got to take chances in life.
For the past decade, the soaps have been losing viewership across the board. Scandals in fictitious towns like Bay City, Illinois, have been replaced by real-life affairs or by more lurid dramas in the world of daytime talk. The biggest ratings drop came 5 years ago.
Orenthal James Simpson, not guilty of the crime of murder.
NBC is replacing Another World with a new drama called Passions. Fast and flashy, the hope is it will hook younger viewers. That's no consolation to Another World's die-hard fans. They thought their relationship was meant to last.
Let me now kiss the bride.
That's a clip from the final episode. The writers say there are plenty more surprises in store. You'll just have to watch. Hillary Lane, NBC News, New York.
You can catch that final episode of Another World right here on Channel 6. It starts at 1:30. So big day for that. Lots of rain. It's kind of icky outside, but...
Yeah, it's looking like it's going to continue to get worse for us here as far as shower activity goes. For tonight, cloudy skies, scattered showers and thunderstorms, temperatures in the 80s. Be careful because we could have some locally heavy rainfall here. Temperatures throughout the weekend, though, I think are actually going to warm up. And our heat indices this afternoon are hovering around 105, which is a critical level. So until we get some of these showers to cool us off, please be careful.
And I have to say happy birthday to Shanda, my little cousin. So
hey,
even though
congratulations.
It's nasty outside, it's still a good birthday day.
That's right.
All right. Thanks, Kurt.
You're welcome.
Coming up later today on 6 News at 5, we'll tell you what police are doing to get ready for the big 4th of July crowd in just over a week. And on 6 News at 6, Spurs fever threatens to turn into an epidemic tonight. We'll tell you why. Have a great weekend. Cheryl Alexander will be back here on Monday.